Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to another Magic Arena Explorer video. So today we are playing a little bit of Rakdos Aggro. This is slightly different to the Rakdos Midrange decks that you often see in the format, although it has some of the same cards in that it tops out at 3 mana. It doesn't really run anything bigger than that, so it is a kind of lower to the ground deck. And we are running a couple of new cards from Lost Caverns of Ixalan as we move towards the end of this period where it's the newest set in the format. We are still trying some of the cards, so we have 4 copies of Stalactite. I'm going to do this a lot, just to be warned. Stalactite Stalker, which is a 1/1 menace for 1. At the beginning of your end step, if you descended this turn, you put a +1/+1 counter on it, and you can pay 3 and sacrifice it to give a creature -X/-X until end of turn, where X is Stalactite Stalker's power. And we're also running Inti, Seneschal of the Sun. So this is a 2/2 for 2 that whenever you attack, you may discard a card. When you do, put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature. Gains trample until end of turn. Whenever you discard 1 or more cards, exile the top cards of your library. You may play that card until your next end step. So this has some neat synergy with Stalactite Stalker in the fact that when you attack with it, you can discard a permanent, grow the Stalker, and get that little bit of card advantage as well. So that's pretty neat. And then there are some familiar sights from Rakdos decks of the format. So we've got 4 copies of Fatal Push, 4 copies of Thoughtseize. Then we've got a suite of removal at the 2-drop slot, so we have a Bitter Triumph, a Go for the Throat, a Heartless Act, and a Shieldred's Edict. We also have a Molten Collapse, which is one of the newer removal spells, which also has a Descend enabler, so that if we have Descended this turn, we can choose both of its modes to either destroy a creature or planeswalker, or destroy a non-creature, non-land permanent with mana value 1 or less. Then we've got 1 Blood Tithe Harvester and 2 copies of Croxer, so we can attack the opponent's hand as well as discarding from our own. Then we've got 3 copies of Graveyard Trespasser, 4 copies of Bone Crusher Giant, 4 Fable of the Mirror Breaker, not a surprise, obviously in a Rakdos deck that we're running this, but also this is another discard outlet that helps turn on our Stalkers, and then 1 Kolagon's Command as well. Then our mana base is very familiar to anyone who's played Rakdos Midrange, so we've got our dual lands. We've got 1 copy of Mutavault as well, just to give us that additional attacking creature, similarly with Den of the Bugbear and Hive of the Eye Tyrant. And then we do have a few utility lands as well, Castle Lochthwain, Takenuma, and Soken-Zan. So it's because most of our... Because all of our 1-drops are black, we can afford to be a little bit more generous with the non-dual lands that we use in this deck. Then in the sideboard, we've got a couple of copies of Duress, which just help us disrupt the opponent's hand. A Knight of Dusk's Shadow, so this is particularly good at stopping opponents who are trying to gain a lot of life. Oh dear, it's all gone weird here. Hang on a sec. We've got 2 copies of Legion's End, so this is very good at dealing with tokens or opponents who are trying to make the best of all of the creatures with the same name. Roiling Vortex, similarly, it's quite a good aggro card, particularly against those decks which are trying to cheat things into play. 3 copies of Wreck and a Bankbuster, so we can bring that in if we need that additional card draw to help us win the game. And then Unlicensed Ursa's Graveyard Hate, because we really want to leave our own graveyard alone with things like Croxer, and Go Blank as well to disrupt the opponent's hand and exile their graveyard. So as I say, pretty familiar in terms of some of the cards, but it is a lower to the ground deck, which runs some interesting new cards to kind of get that aggro effect going. So yeah, interesting. Let's see how we go on with this. Hit those like and subscribe buttons as ever. Thank you very much for watching. And yeah, let's go on to the ladder. So this is an interesting opening hand in that we have no threats, but we have enough removal that we can probably draw our way into some, so... Okay, the opponent seems to be on a control deck of some kind, so that's fine. Yes, this might be Lotus Field. Okay, here comes Discontinuity. So they've got what they need from the first few turns, but let's play Fable of the Mirror Breaker. I think we are discarding Go for the Throat and Fatal Push in this match. We'll keep Bitter Triumph because they will have Planeswalkers and things. Ooh, interesting. Okay. So let's play Soken Zan. Let's open with a cheeky little Thoughtseize. I think I've probably got to take their Farewell here, just because it wrecks me otherwise. Although their Verdict is also problematic. Yep, let's take Farewell. Let's play Inti. Go to attacks. Yep, they will be memory deluging, so they've got a pretty good hand. I'm not exactly enthusiastic about my chances of stopping them here. So let's discard this land. That's fine. Let's pass the turn. Another impulse draw. So they are digging for what they need. Which I imagine will be one of their Planeswalkers. Thespian Stage is a card. Okay, well, I have nothing to lose by just swinging in attack here. Let's discard, I think, Fatal Push. Target our own Inti. Wow, what is going on here? Just another Fatal Push, that's fine. Horned Lock Whale, okay. Well, let's stick another Fable of the Mirror Breaker into play. I imagine I'm probably facing down a Supreme Verdict here, but... Yep. No, I don't really want to lose any of these, to be honest, so let's play Bloodtide Harvester. Pop my Gigantha in my hand. Pass the turn. Now, they will be able to play Seagate Restorations shortly, so that will be yet another problem for us to deal with. So we're definitely not the favourites in this particular game. So let's play Gigantha. Interesting if they're choosing to Memory Deluge now rather than wait until after combat. Fair enough. Okay, well, I will just get on and attack the opponent now. So we are chipping away at their life total. Not to the extent that I would like, obviously, but... Okay, here comes Big Tef. So that's Bitter Triumph, discarding, well, taking 3 damage. Well, that is a hell of a risk they just took there. Okay, well, let's fire up Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Copy our Harvester. Send in all of our creatures.
Time for a break.
So they're going to need something good here. Because they can't block by Hive with their haul of whatchamajiggers. Okay. Just another Thespian stage isn't particularly interesting. So, how shall we do this? I think let's fire up Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Copy our Harvester. Crack a map token on this Harvester. I don't need Stalactite Stalker at this point in the game, I don't think. Keep exiling cards from their graveyard. Okay, that makes sense. That keeps them alive for a turn.
This is what you get for hurting my people.
Let's skip to the good part.
Okay, we've probably lost now, but the fact that we came so close to winning that game is remarkable, given how quickly they went off there. Yeah, I think I've seen enough here. Let's move on. So I want duress. I would reckon a bank buster. I would like unlicensed. Do I want unlicensed hearse? Just probably not worth it just to stop memory deluge. Go blank we'll put in when they're on the play. So let's take out. What are we taking out here? Probably some of our creature-based removal. So Go for the Throat can go. Heartless Act can go. One of the Fatal Pushes can go. Molten Collapse can stay in. Croxer can stay. A couple of Bone Crushers can come out. Yeah, I think that'll do. Yeah, this is close enough to a good hand. Not one that we can really turn down. So let's get Bankbuster into play while we can. Let's play Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Okay, they're looking for their pieces. Okay, not turn 3 combo here, which is very welcome. Let's discard Bone Crusher, I think. Play Thoughtseize. What are we getting rid of here? So, discontinuity is going to be a problem. So is Teferi, although we do have Bitter Triumph for that. So, let's lose discontinuity, I think. Play another Fable. See if they can get the Lotus field they're looking for. Nope. Nothing yet. So let's ditch this land. Ooh, another Thoughtseize is very welcome. Okay, well, take Farewell. Play Inti. Go to combat. Oh, 2 strict proctors. That's interesting, so not worth killing either of them. So let's explore on our token. Nope. Okay, very good. So we are now on the draw, so I think I'll put in 2 go blanks. I will take out 1 Bank Buster and another Bone Crusher Giant. Anything else I want in here? Legion's End is reasonable at getting rid of Wandering Emperor tokens, but apart from that it's not great. So I think that is probably sufficient. Yeah, this is fine. So let's do some early hand disruption. Okay, well, let's just take Teferi here, I think. If they'd only had one impulse, it would be definitely very tempting, but... just to try and strand them on mana, but no such luck, I don't think. So we will carry on. Go blank is probably going to come in quite handy here. So let's attack with Inti. Discard a land. Yeah, let's leave that on top. Now let's play Fable of the Mirror Breaker. I'll probably discard both Fatal Push and Bank Buster here, just because I don't think we've got the land to be faffing around with Bank Buster at the moment. Okay, so yes, let's ditch both of these, and I'm going to go for an attacking the opponent's hand strategy rather than anything else. Let's play Trespasser here rather than Inti. Let's be mana efficient. Exile their Teferi. So I'll probably use March on my token here just to stop me getting the... No, okay, they're going to let me have the treasure token. That's very kind of them. Yeah, they really should have done that before, but... Okay, they do have discontinuity, so... In which case, let's hit their hand now. Just make it much more difficult for them. Fair enough. Okay, well, I've got a decent answer for some of this stuff. Let's start with Croxer. Now let's play Inti. And we can pass the turn now. Bring back Croxer next turn. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, in which case I'm going to copy my Graveyard Glutton. Hit them with the Thoughtseize. Okay. I'm very happy to see them just wasting their discontinuities like this.
I hope you're ready to lose.
Sure thing.
You are not much of a roadblock.
Okay, well, let's activate Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Let's send Hive at their Wandering Emperor. Discard Takanuma. Not bad.
I guess that's it then.
Okay, Impulse is pretty good for them. We'll just keep doing what we're doing. Okay, that's fine. Because... And now we just have the opportunity to grow our Graveyard Glutton. Yeah, it would have been good if that wasn't land, but can't be helped. That too, eh? That's not ideal. At least it gets it off the top of our library, I suppose. They've had the this has been so annoying. They've had the perfect answer every draw.
We need to move quickly.
They've just had everything. And we've had no removal to deal with that horn lock whale. So let's play another one of these. Just chew through their graveyard. That double land draw was actually pretty devastating because I now still can't attack with my Graveyard Gluttons. Yep, and we're just slowly being card advantaged out the game now. We drew really badly here, unfortunately. And the opponent just drew perfectly.
Let's skip to the good part.
Okay, let's play Gigantha. Into Inti. Yeah, them discontinuiting away my returned Croxer was a real problem. Yeah, if they hadn't had that discontinuity there,
Keep up the pace.
we might have been alright. But we're not going to win from here. Yep. We'll see what we draw, you never know. Nope. Okay. That's disappointing. Let's move on. Ooh, no. No to that either. God, I do enjoy having to... Don't we all enjoy a good mulligan to 5? Oh, please, not another Azorius control deck. I can't handle it. The misery is just too much. Okay, it's not Azorius. For that, we can at least be grateful. So let's play Fable of the Mirror Breaker. So let's ditch one of our Bone Crushers. Okay. A poison counter. Well, that's rare enough these days. Vraska's Fall. That's an interesting card for them to be using. Okay, well, I'll just keep slow playing for the moment. Wow, they do actually seem to be going for a poison the opponent out strategy. It's interesting, haven't seen this in a long time. Worst possible land to draw in this situation. Wow, there you are. I mean, I'm not convinced this is a good strategy. I think if I wasn't on a mulligan to 5, we would be running away with this game, but... interesting. They're going straight in with... Okay, Edict, sure thing. Okay, let's put another Fable of the Mirror Breaker into play. Yeah, I assume they target themselves here. Yeah, it is just pure poison. Stuff. Which also explains why my hand is actually quite bad at the moment. So let's put Graveyard Trespasser into play. Yeah, I'm going to scoop this one up. The mulligan to 5 did for us there. So let's have a couple of Bank Busters and Duress. Let's take out basically all of our removal here. I'll leave in a couple of bits just in case. We will have another Bank Buster and Hearse as well, I think, just to attack their graveyard. Ah, an actual keepable 7. Sadly, we are not descending at all at the moment, but we will be able to shortly with Takaduma. Okay, that's pretty good, so let's play Croxer. be nice to be able to grow these. They're playing arcane proxies. Well, I have no idea what this deck is doing, but sure. So, let's ditch the Takanuma now. It's pretty good, so let's stomp on their arcane proxy. Okay, things are finally starting to happen. That is fine. That is not interesting at all. So let's... what am I discarding here? I think we could discard Inti. Play Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Keep growing our Stalactite Stalker. Okay, Stitch Blood Crypts. Keep attacking them down. Play Hearse. Play Giant. So they're facing down lethal damage here. Yep. Okay, so go blank. Kolagon's command could go. One Bankbuster can go. Yep. Interesting matchup, this one. Yep, close enough to a good hand. Now it's actually quite a good hand. That's okay. Trade their 2-mana removal for my 1-mana creature. Value. That's how you generate value, friends. Yeah, my plan here is to just run them out of resources with Bankbuster and Fable and all of the rest of it. Seems a pretty good strategy. Land can go. Okay, I'll just draw more land. Thoughtseize. Not having that hanging around. Does seem I am ever so slightly cursed here. Ooh. More land. Isn't that fun? Fortunately, I will have the better of the card draw here. Although they are determined to ruin this for me. The game is certainly fighting me here. Okay, so let's play Castle Lochthwain. Let's draw again with Bankbuster. Hit their Arcane Proxy. Play Bonecrusher Giant. Well, they're certainly not going out without a fight, are they? And they are drawing lots of good stuff, and we are drawing land, so... we are not far from turning the corner on them, so... just keep going. Take 2 here. There's not a huge amount I can do about this, to be honest. I mean, I guess I'll play Gigantha. They don't quite have the mana to activate both of these, which is good. Okay, let's crew our Bankbuster. Block, take 1. Well, that's pretty good. So, let's activate Hive of the Eye Tyrant and a Mutavault. Start attacking down their life total. So, what is good here if they draw another Arcane Proxy? Probably Anoint with Affliction. Welcome to my world. So, let's play Trespasser. Eat their Planeswalker, I think. And we'll fire up old Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Hold back a Mutavault for later. Take their Vraska's Fall. Sure thing. So we'll a block here. Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Okay, well let's drop Fable of the Mirror Breaker into play. Let's attack the opponent with our Graveyard Glutton. 1, 2. Let's gain 2 life. And let's leave back our various other things. Fine. So let's activate our own hive and our Mutavault. Let's double block here, single block here. Okay. They are just dead though, so... So let's ditch these two. Let's eat my own Gigantha. Oh no, they're not quite dead. No, that's fine. So let's play Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Pass the turn. So they can hit me for 3. God, I'm absolutely exhausted after these 2 matches. Incredibly grindy games that we've been playing here, but I think we've got the better of them in this game. Yep, okay. So we're taking 4 here, either way, so we may as well block. So they do need a way of doing me 2 more damage, which they probably don't have. Yeah, all that can do is just recur one of their counter spells, so that's not going to help them. Very good. Ah. Okay, that was Rakdos Aggro. Despite running an aggro deck, we ended up in 2 very long and difficult matches, but that is the way it goes sometimes. So yeah, I had some decent goes round. Shame about that Lotus Field 3rd game, because I think we could have won that. Inti was good, Stalactite Stalker did some work. Yeah, it's all powerful cards. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. Hit those like and subscribe buttons, and I will see you next time.